Hey everyone, Mike here, and welcome to Side Hustle Magazine. Now, this is a journey into my side hustling over the years. Now, a little about myself without going into too much detail. I've been side hustling and writing novels. I'm a novelist for about 15 years and been doing it ever since before I even heard the term side hustling. And the books I write are creature monster books. Think Jurassic Park. I call them prehistoric thrillers, books with teeth, claws, and people getting eaten. So for the past 15 years, I've been working on this, and I still work on this today. Full disclosure, I teach PE, Oakland, California, on the streets of Oakland. We don't have a facility, so I have to teach about 60 to 70 kids outside with no facility. That's a story for another video, though. But the topic of this video is about side hustling, and I'm a firm believer that we all have talents, we all have abilities. You could walk down the street and ask a random person, they may be able to sing marvelously, maybe able to play the piano, guitar, they could draw, probably they could write, maybe. There's some talent that they have. Even your coworkers, you'll find out if you get to know them that there's something that they're really good at, something that they excel at, and most importantly, something that they have a passion at. It's that passion that's most important. But I'm a firm believer that in the age of the internet now, with technology, with YouTube, with everything, everybody should be side hustling. Everybody should be doing something on the side. Now, that is not meant as a knock to anyone that does not want to. I would never want to insult someone like that. Like, oh, look at you, you're not side hustling. Look at me, I'm working a full-time job, plus I'm running all this other stuff. Plus I'm trying to start something called Side Hustle Magazine. So I would never look down upon someone like that. But I myself believe that in this age of the internet, with all this technology at our hands, and creating a video like this and sending it out to the world and seeing if it can reach other people, I think we all should be side hustling to some degree. Now, like I said, I never want to insult people that are just like, you know what, I'm just cool with my job, I don't have enough time, I just want to enjoy my family, things like that. Totally get it. The books that I've written for 15 years, there have been years that I've made money and there have been years that I have not made money. I've finally gotten basically I run a small little publishing company, and that puts out my books, and I actually put out a small magazine called Prehistoric Magazine, which publishes the books that I write and promotes them. So my books deal with prehistoric animals still alive, and I started a small publication called Prehistoric Magazine, and I put that out free a few times a year, and every time I have a book release out, I use that magazine as like a launching point. And this is the first video we're doing on this. I'm looking to try and start Side Hustle Magazine, and this is me journeying and chronicling my journey into this, trying to create this Side Hustle Magazine, which I believe there's a niche for this. But like I said, full disclosure, I run my publishing company. There's been many years where I have not made any money. I've finally gotten my company to the point where I don't spend any of my wife and I's money. I made a promise to her a while ago that I would not touch any of our personal savings, any of our investments. And my company does run itself. Every time I have a book come out, every time I need to hire an artist, every time I need to hire an editor, whatever, there's money in my company to pay for that service. And that's been going on probably since about 2019, 2020. But with that said, I really am not churning the profit that I would like. For me, what would a great side hustle profit be? For everybody, that's going to be different. For me, I'm trying to keep goals very small and realistic and minimal. And for me, if I could put $20,000 to $25,000 in my company every year, that'd be a great little side hustle. Now, it's also important to note that if you're watching this video, February of 2024, you probably either want to start a side hustle, or you have one, or you're hoping that your side hustle will turn into your full-time job. There's no doubt that in my perfect world, I would run a small media and publishing company, and that would be it. I'd make enough money to live like that. Now, that's not necessarily the reality of the situation. My wife and I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. We were lucky enough to purchase a home back in 2014. So we have a house in the Bay Area, but it's expensive. And right now, it definitely does not seem believable that my side hustle will turn into my full-time job. But again, I'm not giving up. My goals are tempered. I'm almost 42 years old. And, as the years have gone by, I've had to rework what I think I can do. And I still think I can achieve these things. I want to do these things. I don't want to become old, and I don't want to have all these regrets that I let all these things go. You know, my goal for my books has always been plain and simple. I've wanted my books to be turned into a movie, kind of like a Jurassic Park. I wanted a family of 4 to sit down, watch my book up on the big screen. Now, I don't necessarily have those contacts as of right now, but that's always been my goal when I write a book, that I'm trying to write a movie on paper. So I've had a bigger goal that's pushed me to do the smaller goals. Do I have a movie coming out? No. Do I have any contacts right now? Basically, no. But it's pushed me to write 11 books over the past decade and publish about 11 books. I'm having a new book come out in a few months. But nonetheless, which brings us to the last few minutes of this video, what should your side hustle be if you're watching this and you're not quite certain? Now, this is just my opinion, take it from me, just a guy on YouTube, but I do not think you should go into YouTube and type in top 10 side hustles for 2024 or top small businesses to start. You definitely can go online and read about people who have started, a laundromat or something that makes a living. Now, for me, I think I always want to be working on something that I'm passionate on. That's why I don't necessarily think you should follow whatever YouTube's top 10 side hustles are. I think it should be something tailored specifically to you. Maybe you like Star Wars and you want to head online and you just want to review even the music to Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan. Shout out to John Williams, the composer. Maybe you just want to review how the music made it so brilliant and how in certain spots of Star Wars the music is not loud enough. Whatever you have a passion for, maybe your passion is coupon shopping. Plenty of people on YouTube that have started coupon related businesses and just sending out discounts and deals. Whatever your passion is, that's what I'm a firm believer you should start. So that's just me, which brings us to the most important part of the video, your comments. Love to hear them. This is really where, if we are going to build a community of Side Hustle Magazine, side hustlers, if we are going to build a community, this comment section is really important. Love to hear from you. If you are working on a side hustle, let me know down in the comment section what your side hustle is. If you're thinking of starting a side hustle, let me know what you're thinking of starting. And most importantly, just start. Do something. Set up a green screen like I have. Very cheap. We can talk about that in another video. Press play on a video and just get out there and do it. See you in the next video. Appreciate the support. Thanks.